Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to ask Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, and Gemini the same shopping question. I'm going to use the same prompt and we're going to see how they answer differently live here. So let's get everything all set up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask these four different ones, Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, and Gemini. And the reason I'm doing all this because all three of these guys or three buckets that I have in kind of act differently. So you got Claude, which is a very more independent. There's no advertising right now. There's no integrated shopping. So it's a very kind of standalone, not influenced by any of the shopping features that are on the other ones that I'm going to show you in just a second. Perplexity is very unique. They're very search based. So they're going to go out to all these search engines like Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo, and use that information to give you guys the information. They don't have any shopping things integrated to you. And I want to focus back on the prompt that I'm going to use is very shopping focused, and I think the two that you guys will probably see the most interest or I'm more interested in is going to be ChatGPT and Gemini, because they are what I say commerce influence AI, because they're going to have ads, or they have ads already on their website, on their model, to produce the answers, to produce a recommendation that you're trying to get or they're trying to produce for you. So let's just get right into it. I don't want to make this video too long, but the prompt I'm going to be doing is what's the best lawnmower for first-time home buyers with a small yard. So that's going to be the prompt I'm going to put through all of these guys. So let's jump right into Claude right now. I just copied that. Oops. Let me go back and copy that and copy that. And as you can see here, I haven't done any prompts beforehand. This is all live, and I'm using Opus 4.6, their most advanced one currently. So I'm just going to let it run here. What's best lawnmower for first-time home buyer with a small yard? So as it produces it, I'm going to zoom in so everybody can see. As a small yard, so they're going to set the field. They're going to put the foundation. All right, so it's a small yard, and now they're going to recommend. And keep in mind, they're not recommending with a link to say, okay, go buy it here quite yet. They don't have any checkouts, or they don't have any things that is required for it to be more of a commerce focused one. And I'll show you guys a couple examples. Hopefully the other two that I mentioned earlier that are commerce focused will have that option for you to do. But anyway, best budget one, Greenworks. I've heard of them before. Ecommerce, they list about the estimated price, so they don't have an exact price, but they gave us two. Yep, they gave us two. They gave us the best budget one and the best one that if you want to spend a little more, $100 more, then you can get this. So they use a lot of these direct website sites or citations, which is good. And they're not using kind of the search results that Perplexity, I believe, is going to be using. But anyway, so this is the first result. Let's go to Perplexity here. Zoom in. What's the best lawnmower? Same prompt. And let's choose their own. Oh, wait, I don't have the paid version, so I'm going to have to use the standard one. But I think that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and enter that in. There's no history here, so how to hide this. I'm going to hide this. Should I hide this beforehand? I do apologize. But let it search. Let it search and let it kind of digest the information, digest this prompt, and here's the results. Let me zoom in, keep zooming in here. For first time homeowners, small like quarter acre, cordless, battery powered push mower is ideal. Same response as Claude, which is good, but you guys got to remember, they are recommending it a different one. So they're recommending Sun Joe cordless, Roby. Greenworks is the same, I think, as the other one. I'll double check here in just a sec, but the first three, or they've recommended three. Remember, Claude recommended two, one for the budget one and one for more expensive one. These guys have suggesting three of them, but they give me more information. They give me the battery weight and then the key features and best alternatives, which is good. Let me see if there's any other follow-ups. There's really not follow-ups, but this is pretty straightforward. I think I like this kind of table breakout, and it's easy for me to digest. And once again, you can go and buy it if you click on this and go a couple more clicks. So there's a bit of a more longer customer journey for this one, but that's okay because these other two have Home Depot and these other two have is pulling from Lowe's. So you got to see. I think one of the main reasons I'm creating this video is giving you guys a visual of some of the differentiation between all four of these kind of AI models. So let me just recap real quick. You got Claude, which gave us two, the best budget one, Greenworks, and then the other one was EGO Power Plus. Let me see, EGO Power Plus is not recommended over here as even more for a better, more expensive one on Perplexity. So let's keep moving on. ChatGPT. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Same prompt. What's the best homeowner? Same thing. I don't know what model I'm using, but I think I'm using the latest one. Anyway, I don't think that model really matters currently. So ChatGPT, your first owner under same. When I say small yards, they all say under a fourth and acre, which is kind of interesting from my perspective, thinking that they're all consistently using that when I say small yard. In reality, they all three recommend battery powered, which is cool, which is good, I think. But what actually matters, they go in a little bit more in depth before they recommend it. They ask us to kind of look at the four different things. And now we got imagery. Well, this is the first one. Once again, ChatGPT and Gemini are very commerce focused. They're the ones that have ads or have tried ads on their model before. So I think imagery is a big part of what they're going to be showing. But this is the first time I've seen images. Battery powered push mower. Super easy. Yep. Good. Greenworks. These two, remember, this one is recommended by both Claude and Perplexity. And this one is Claude recommended that. Roby 40, well, let's go back to Perplexity real quick. Roby, there it is. Roby, the brand that at least is doing it. I don't know if it's the exact version of it that ChatGPT is suggesting, but it gave us three. They are consistently ranked well. And these are the threes that I'm slowly kind of learning and understanding that they are recommended the most. But now they go into the budget, the cheaper version. Now you got some of these compact electric mowers. They don't really have any brands. I'm going to click on one of these links here in just a sec, but I want to finish kind of their response here. Robot motor, these are interesting. This is the one that I'm kind of interested in getting if it's not too expensive, but they go in a lot more. There are a lot more options for you, a lot more visual for you on ChatGPT, which is very interesting, and it really differentiates from the other ones. Let's just click on one of these images and what it does. So I'm going to click on this first one. Oh, it just expands the images. I thought it was going to take me to a website, but it doesn't. It just shows me the images that I don't know where they got it. I don't know if it's AI generated. I have no idea what these images or where these images are coming from. I know this one's more of an Amazon. It looks like an Amazon image, so they don't really, do they cite where they get their images? Nope, nothing on here, just images. There's no ability for me to go to Home Depot or Lowe's to purchase it like it did on Perplexity. So that's a little bit of differentiation. This is more of a product page image, so I'm sure they're grabbing this from the website or from Google Images somewhere, but these I don't think is AI generated, but I believe these ones are AI generated. So very interested. So that's the third one. And the final one that I wanted to show you guys is going to be Gemini. Zoom in again for you guys. The model is the fast model. It's Gemini 3. I think they just came out with a new one. But anyway, this is the model. Let's give it a time for first-time home buyer. This one should be the one that is very e-com focused. So let's take a look at the chart they have. So we got Roby 40 power. I think ChatGPT and Perplexity recommended this one, or ChatGPT and Perplexity recommended this one. Black & Decker. This is a new one. I don't think I've seen this one. Black & Decker is the only one that Gemini has currently suggested. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll go back and kind of look at the final results as when I recap everything. Greenworks has consistently been recommended by all four of the models. American Lawnmower Company, I don't think has been recommended until now. So those are the four, which is good because they have the best manual, best budget, best for tiny yards, and then best overall, which is what I'm looking for, the differentiation between all four. So they go into the key factors, which I think ChatGPT did a little bit as well, but they put it on the very top. And now we got to focus a little bit on how they're structuring this. Like, Gemini went straight into this chart, just like Perplexity. ChatGPT actually did it a little bit differently. They started with kind of the key factors to consider. So you got to start looking at these different layouts. They're still testing on their end how to lay this out the best and how to keep people engaged and how to keep the customer having that conversation. So number one, they get the best recommendation at the end, and number two, the model itself gets more data and gets more information from the consumer. That is very, very valuable. So number two is deck size. You don't need a massive deck. Manure garden bed. Okay. Storage is good. There's a pro tip. I don't think I've seen a pro tip or a tip or any other ones, just more recommendations, which is interesting. And now this one I think is the only one that has a follow-up question. So keep that in mind. Gemini was the only one to ask a follow-up question. Let me actually go and confirm before I get excited about that. I'm going to scroll on the very bottom here. If you want to tell me, you can kind of suggest what the other ones. Gemini gave me a very direct question. This guy the ChatGPT just wants me to tell them more about the information about these 3 bullet points. And Perplexity follow-ups really doesn't really do much for me. They want us to ask for a specific one, but it's more of a recommendation. Perplexity is more of a recommendation. Here's a chart. This is a very compact answer for us. And let me see, Claude. One thing to buy batteries. So this is more another suggestion. Whenever they never ask a follow-up question. So what caught my attention was that Gemini went and say, how many square feet is your lawn roughly? So just to close this video out, the other 3 assume that my acre, when I say small yard, is 1/4 of an acre. Gemini wanted to ask a follow-up question to get us to answer the exact amount of footage that acres that we have as a small yard. So very interesting. I don't think anything is crazy right now. Everybody's still trying to figure out how to respond to different answers from a consumer, from a shopping perspective. So I'm going to go back to the chart I showed at the very beginning, which is the differentiations of all these different AI models or AI agents that you're asking questions or interacting with. They all kind of do things a little bit differently just because there's some stuff in the background that I don't think you guys are paying too much attention to. But ChatGPT and Gemini right now, and I'm an e-commerce person at heart, is the one that I'm paying the most attention to on how they're going to be doing this. So how this response with the same prompt, how they laid it out, how they present this information to the end user, because I'm always trying to make sure that the users have the right information, and us as brand owners, as products, are being recommended by ChatGPT and by Gemini. You might be recommended by ChatGPT and not Gemini, and Gemini and ChatGPT and vice versa and stuff like that. We got to be able to figure that out. So if you guys have any comments or if you guys have any ideas, put it in the comment section. Let me know. Let's have a discussion about this, because right now there's really no clear answer. Everybody's still trying to figure it out on the fly. Similar to me, I'm trying to do everything possible to stay up to speed on this AI stuff, especially for e-commerce. But this video is to show you guys kind of the differentiation between all 4 of these models and what they respond with. So obviously all 4 are very different. They recommend the similar products, but they're not all consistently doing the same response that we prompted to. So if you guys like these types of videos, give it a like, and I will start doing a lot more of these things. But a lot of my videos I make for this channel is just out of my own curiosity, and I want to kind of take you guys along to get the answers that I'm trying to get to. But for now, please comment anything that you guys see. Give me your ideas. This is a open conversation. There's no set answers right now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week.